J-Moore, the very best reviews. Tell them none can contest, we gon'
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the show. Appreciate everybody for coming through. As always, I say the same things, but hey, I really, truly do mean it. So, and the thing is, I don't know, I didn't plan on saying this, but man, reason I say that is because the thing that's the most valuable thing is people's time. And man, we bombarded with a lot of things in our lives for our time. So everybody come through, spend some time with me. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really, always say that, because shoot, it's a billion things we could be doing, you know what I mean? So anyway, break down some of the little stuff been going down in the week. Of course, I'm always respond. Uh-oh. I'm gonna be showing all of this right here. But the damn button is missing. You don't like to button it all the way up to the neck. Looking like LeBron James up in here. Anyway, talk about some of the stuff going down and going down in the DMs, going down this past week. Diddy, Donnie, Woody, it got all kind of stuff going on. And Cassie, now it's some NFL player. I ain't never heard of this dude, but hey, boy, Cassie got bodies. Diddy and them, boy, they crazy. They been all doing all kind of stuff. I'm gonna break it down. Check out TMZ. Go through some of that stuff. The big beautiful bill. The big beautiful bill. Elon Musk came out talking about how horrible it is, dissing the big beautiful bill. Uh-oh. I wonder what's going down. Now, it is going to be horrible, of course. I mean, they still giving tax cuts to the wealthy, and then they're going to give what? No tax on tips, no tax on overtime. It's going to be no tax on anything, except they're going to try to make up some of the money by what? Cutting Medicaid, cutting food stamps, cutting SNAP. So they just going to make the poor poorer, the rich get richer, and then in the end, in 10 years, they say it's projected we be like 3 trillion more in debt. I'm gonna get into this. So, because where the money coming from? If there ain't nobody paying taxes, ain't nobody helping nobody, it's like, oh my goodness gracious, man. If you ain't making no money right now, you ain't finding a way to do something to create some generational wealth. Ooh-wee. It's gonna be the rich and the poor. Ain't gonna be a middle class. It's looking kind of scary. Let me get to some of these comments right quick. And and even Musk talking about it. So that's crazy, because they was homeboys for the minute. Dame Dollar, what's up? Big beautiful Bill sounds like a freak out escort. She big beautiful Bill. That was just like the Punisher. I got the Punisher and I got big beautiful Bill. Big beautiful Bill. He comes with his own baby oil and he's gonna screw you. He is. He's gonna shove it right up that ass. Rashonda first in the building. What's good, mama? How you doing? I appreciate y'all for coming through as always, man. Rashonda, girl, you been ride or die for real. I appreciate you, mama. Big Bird, what's good? My man Damian Kenny, man. I appreciate you, bro. Oh, and I just recently saw the message you sent me on Discord, and about the factor meals, because I was mentioning to y'all about the factor meals. I did record some videos about it. I just didn't have a chance to put them out and do stuff. But let me tell you something about the factor meals real quick. Those are really good. They are really, really good. Oh, there you go asking about it. There you go. Right on time. But they are really good, man. So it's kind of hard to say which ones I enjoy. I did, like I say, do a video about each one. But and the reason I say it's kind of hard because these are like these are really like chef crafted meals. So I don't really know the name of all of them, you know what I'm saying? But they'll have something like salmon with cream cheese and cauliflower, cauliflower grits and thing. And I'd be like, cauliflower grit. I'm telling you, they make so much stuff with cauliflower with these this be fire. And that's why I say it's chef, because like where you going? I'm normally getting fries or a soup or something. I'm kind of hood, you know. I don't really have that type of exquisite taste. What, going to a steakhouse or something, and they be making, and even like at the steakhouse, they don't have like cauliflower grits and things, or like they just make different stuff that I would never eat. I mean, like different flavors, and so far, so they give you, and that's the thing. It's hard to choose the meals, so they got like different plans, whether it's keto or whatever you want, different types, and then it'll come to that type of assortment, and you can choose, or you can just choose whatever, and it's like 50, 60 different meals to choose from, and you get 10 meals. Here's one problem: some of the real good stuff is not included in your plan that you can pick from. So I ain't tried it. Like they'll have filet mignon with a little bit of vegetable on the side and some other stuff to go with it. And I'm like, ooh, but they be wanting like $12.99 for that one, which still ain't bad. And these meals are really good. They're really tasty. The only one they had one with the salmon with the cream cheese. That was good. But me, I like to use tartar sauce with my fish. But this, the way it was made, it didn't need any sauce actually, because it had like some type of cauliflower sauce with it or something. I could play that video. I had to find it though on here or whatever. I'm gonna have to release these videos. But it was good. It was interesting. Some of the flavors. Um, they had like a beef stroganoff type thing and patty. But no, factor meals are fire. Now the reason I chose factor meals, just do a recap real quick, in case anybody was wondering why I was talking about factor, because of my situation and being in the wheelchair. I don't like to do a lot of cooking. Really, I can't really. I can, but I burn my arm and different things and other stuff. So trying to cook in the kitchen, is also is harder for me. But then I can burn myself, so I try not to do that. Plus, I got to do the dishes and all of that. Even putting it in the dishwasher and taking it out and doing it's just start to be a lot. It's time consuming and I don't really want to do that. I use the air fryer, and that's cool, but after a while, you don't want to air fry every single thing all the time or whatever, and all of these things. So factor meals is different because they actually come with some like really it's like a Meals on Wheels, situation because it come in like a package probably like this big, and it's not like it's super packed, but it is a nice amount in there. But the quality of the food really is different than the Meals on Wheels. The reason I know because I get a Meals on Wheels. It's called Mom's Meals or Chef for Hire or something like that. It's for my dad to stay here, and I give it for him. So those meals, the quality, you be needing to add some seasoning, you be needing to do this, and they be trying to come up with different recipes and stuff. And sometimes it be all right, it don't be too bad, but these are really good. Like I let somebody taste this chicken one that I had. It was like a chicken breast with a cauliflower or something on the side, mashed cauliflower sauce thing with it's like around it with like a vegetable. She tasted it. She was like, "Ooh," and that sauce is hitting. So anyway, enough about the factor meals. But oh, and I'll tell you one other thing. So if you try it out, uh the first week you try it out, it's only when I tried it, it was only 50 bucks, like 50 something dollars, and that's for 10 meals. That ain't bad. Now after that, the regular price is like $110 or something like that. Which for 10 meals, you're looking at about $10, $11 a meal, which still isn't horrible, but that'll add up to like $400 a month too. So that's a lot. And you don't really have like a bag of chicken and this and that. But then again, like I say, with the thing, so you got to weigh your options with them. That's all. I don't get it every week. I've only had it twice so far in what, a month and a half. And they sent that second one. I didn't tell them to send it. I'm trying to see why they sent it anyway. Because if you don't cancel or say something by Tuesday, at least that is what it is for me, because they send it on Sunday. They'll send it automatically, but I don't see where they charge my card. So I'm wondering why they sent that. I hope they don't be trying to charge me no $200. Anyway, I had to see what's up with that Factor Meals. Anyway, this ain't sponsored by them. This just honest reviews. Y'all know how I do. And if I do ever sponsor something, it's because I believe in it and support it. It ain't just because of the money or whatever. I would have had to use it and try it out. Anyway, Big Bird, yes, sir. I'm trying to stay active, man. I appreciate it. Salute to you too, brother. And that's another thing with Factor Meals, because it's hard for me to lose weight and exercise. And as you get older, it's even harder anyway. So I figure if I don't, it's hard for me, instead of eating Italian beefs and gyros, which that ain't good. I figure I can eat some of these, maybe lose weight. Who knows? Get a little healthier. Damien Kenny, you say, damn, meant the wrong thing again. Suburbia Jones, you say defending Diddy. Who's defending Diddy? I mean, I ain't necessarily against him, but I ain't necessarily defending him either. I'm just reading it along and learning like everybody else. Rod Via 007, printing money back by nothing causes the dollar to plummet in value. That is true. And that's the one thing that's messing us up. I know I'm behind on some of these comments, but that's what's messing us up with the debt and inflation. A lot of people don't understand it, but that's one of the reasons why we have inflation on the dollar. And the way things are going and with the future, I feel sorry for people that's, well, I feel sorry for all of us that's going to be alive if the dollar is worthless. So, because that's all we have. Unless everybody got gold bars and silver coins, what else you got? You got Chinese yen. So maybe we could do something different before then. But that's why I say I don't want that to happen. I don't have anything else. Anyway, moving on. Let's see about Diddy. Let's get into the diddler right quick. And we saw on TMZ a lot of new things going on. And here, I'm pulling it up now. Cassie had to reveal in court that she had been at the freak offs. One of the persons that was there was a dude used to play for the Miami Dolphins. I mean, when you young and you living that life and stuff, I'm sure a lot of them dudes was probably excited to be with Cassie and do these things. And I mean, it's hard to know if somebody like that was being forced to do it or whatever. I know it would be hard to find that out and then be upset. Let's see, they got a lot of lot of information coming up out on here about all of this stuff, Diddy and whatever, 50 Cent. I'm going to speak to the press about the Diddy pardon, but I'm not demanding he do anything. Yeah, there was rumors that if Diddy, because President Trump been on a pardon spree, there was rumors that if Diddy did get convicted, that Trump would pardon him. Now, Trump did pardon this one family. I don't know if you all heard about it, but the son was in prison, and the mother came and gave him $1 million at this $1 million a plate luncheon or dinner or whatever, and then Trump pardoned him and got him out of prison. Let me so hey, it may not be no that big of a thing. The diddler may drop a few million, and next thing you know, he free. So it's, it says the Diddy trial highlight: mogul's guardian angel shows up in the courtroom. Who's his guardian angel? It was an intruder at Mar-a-Lago. Mar-a-Lago. Let's see if they talk about him. They already probably talked about that. The Bigfoot sighting, we definitely will see Bigfoot in this lifetime, but this ain't it. I don't think we're going to see Bigfoot in this lifetime. Let's see. Y'all think that's Bigfoot? Man, what the hell? Man, that could have been anything. I would have, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm built different, but one thing I don't do is go out into the woods without a weapon. So, because you never know what may be happening. Trey Cheney's son's condition upgraded after surviving the Georgia tornado. Mm. Uh, yeah, man. I ain't going to the woods without no gun. Straight up. I just ain't. And shoot, I learned that in the Boy Scouts. You don't go out there without a knife or something. Anything could happen. And you out there what? This is the woods. People then got used to and removed to not having the dangers of the forest on their ass. But you don't go out in the woods walking around with a twig or a stick or hoping to prayer. If a damn wild dog, or animal, or coyote, or any damn thing jump out on you, a deer chase your ass. People be thinking the deer ain't nothing. A deer ran in front of my car, jumped over like a 10-foot fence. What if that deer felt that they was in danger? It'd have been and came and hit you with the dang on antlers. It'd been a wrap. It say right here, Puffy has some type of some guardian angel. It say Eddie, his angel in the process, they They over here looking out for for Diddy, and made sure he's receiving certain tapes, and Garcia assured it was. Garcia says Diddy made him sign an NDA before handing over 100K. Eddie says he gave 50K to Madrano, took 30K for himself, and gave another 20K to a fellow security officer. This is for the tape, for the Cassie tape. Worth noting, the government ultimately ended up with the tape anyway, even though Garcia says he thought he was giving Diddy the only version. Not no tape that valuable. Anyway, it's a lot going on with that. Let's see. Well, it was supposed to. I had the link for the Cassie showed tremendous amount of respect, but she Diddy trial, woman ejected from courtroom, disrupted proceeding. Diddy trial security supervisor details alleged payment for the Cassie. That's what I was just talking about. Diddy trial highlights R. Kelly, Mick Jagger, and more celebs mentioned in the digs and on MIA. Diddy once saved his former assistant from R. Kelly, or at least the version of her boss she dreamed up did. Day 14 of testimony, MIA or Mia, Diddy's former assistant, who used the pseudonym while testifying, was back on the stand Monday and name dropped quite a few celebs. It says the most shocking had to be R. Kelly, who made an appearance in a dream she had, one where she was trapped in the elevator with Kelly and Diddy. And Diddy had to step in to save her. She was trapped in the elevator, in the closet. It say the defense really played up Diddy's savior role in the dream, though we've spoken to a prominent forensic psychologist who says his part in Mia's subconscious isn't as literal as the defense would like it to be. According to another text, Mia says she also ran away from Mick Jagger when he tried to take her home with him back in the day, and other exchanges allude to DiCaprio, J-Lo, and Chadwick Boseman, and more. Mia also explained why she didn't tell Cassie, a very close friend, about Diddy's alleged abuse, saying she was worried Diddy would find out and twist the narrative if she did. Diddy's lawyer, Brian Steele, was an absolute pit bull in the cross of Mia Monday, coming at her from all angles, especially calling into question Mia's belief that she couldn't tell anyone about the alleged abuse. As for whether that approach will fly with jurors, remember, it only takes one holdout to force a mistrial. And that's insane. What do y'all think, man? I don't know, man. The Diddy trial, all this stuff is crazy. I ain't never heard somebody try to use a dream as a way to get them out of, well, I dreamed he was a good man. So all these crimes really don't count because he saved me in my dreams. He did. He was there. He beat R. Kelly ass. He did. What? Anyway, I had to find that article I had about the NFL dude. But in the end, it ain't really say nothing other than he smashed. It had his name, but he wasn't no superstar. But he was smashing, and he didn't know Cassie was under duress or forced or coerced, and that's messed up. Dame Kenny, you say, remember we talked on the live last year about Diddy paying for the video to be hid because couldn't be destroyed or missed. Why you say it couldn't be destroyed or missed? And no, I don't remember, man. You know how many of these things I do. I'm sorry. But I'm trying to remember. If you jog my memory a little more, it might come back to me. I might put the link in. Y'all want to? We could put the link in and talk about some other topics too. Jay Sean only in the dream. It was all a dream. Big Bird, I wish everyone had enough to live on and enjoy that dollar. I know that's right. I know that's right, man. That's facts right there. Let's see what else. Big beautiful bull. That big. Before I get to that, I'm gonna go ahead and get into this other topic I wanted to put in the headlines, and that's about P Valley. We all know about P Valley. We was watching P Valley. Did y'all know it was a lawsuit going on? I know a lot of people may have heard about Uncle Clifford being upset a little bit, but then did y'all see he had that Down in the Valley spinoff? That Down in the Dirty Valley, the Uncle Clifford, this the real. This the real dirty. Oh. Uncle Clifford say rule 22.99 down in the valley. I ain't watched but an episode or two. He ain't look so Uncle Cliffordery. He wasn't looking Cliffordery with the damn lipstickery, but he was going around whatever, showing like real people and doing stuff hood. Anyway, it's the creator of P Valley that's been having a little drama, and I knew they had a little drama, but I thought that was over with or didn't go that deep. I didn't follow it and stick with it like that. Anyway, what we end up having is Nikki Gilbert, and she lost. Now she lost the lawsuit, and I guess we'll see a P Valley new season coming, unfortunately. But she got to pay 170,000 in legal fees because that's what happens. I don't know why does that. I don't know, man. That's kind of messed up in a way to me. In a way, I get it that if you sue somebody and you lose, that you can pay the legal fees, because you can't just be frivolously suing people and then what? Even if you lose or wrong, you made these people go through all this drama and get paid lawyers and pay all this money to defend themselves. That's kind of unfair. So I get it. But at the same time, that can be a deterrent from people trying to sue, because they know if they lose, they got to pay. And then they know if they win, they still got to pay because they got to hire lawyers and attorneys, whatever the case. Anyway, Nikki Gilbert has been ordered to pay 170,000 in the ongoing P Valley lawsuit. And ooh, that was an ugly close up right there, ain't it? They got that little chicken skin forming. Say the battle between Nikki Gilbert and Hollywood studio Lionsgate has been and Lionsgate is a boy. That's a woolly wow. They was messing with me on my channel and other creators. Anyway, it says that Lionsgate has been going on for years, their lawsuit, and she was in Brownstone, the singing group, which I remember them, but I can't remember them like that. But I remember when they was out. Anyway, she continues she continues to allege that the Star series P Valley is a ripoff of her past production, Soul Kittens Cabaret. I never heard of that, but it's interesting. It's not something that's rare or impossible. Anyway, now, in the latest development, Gilbert has been ordered to pay Lionsgate, which distributes Stars, $170,000 for the studio's legal fees. Following the judgment, Gilbert took to social media with a lengthy response alleging that intellectual property theft is akin to violence. According to Baller Alert, she also called out the coverage of high-profile celebrity trials, including the likes of Sean Diddy Combs and Tory Lanez, saying that her legal issue is just as important because paying $170,000 is robbing her of a generational wealth she has acquired. That's kind of interesting. That I mean, Diddy is a more high profile figure than both her and Tory Lanez, and I guess Tory Lanez had a more high-profile incident and is somewhat of a more high-profile figure, so she can't really say they getting more attention unjustly. But at the same time, I think this could have had garnered a little more of attention. I agree with that. But at the same time, like I said at the beginning of this video, your attention, our attention, that's money, currency. People are fighting for everybody's attention, and it's just, boy, we can't keep up. It's too much going on. Anyway, it's like the system only works for the wealthy and powerful. I can agree with that. She says, if you think what's happening to me, I won't say only, I would say mostly. I won't say the system only works, I would say mostly. She says, if you think what's happening to me can't happen to you, keep watching. Hey, Gilbert already lost the lawsuit that she initially filed in 2022 when a judge in December 23 ruled that neither Lionsgate nor Stars stole her intellectual property to create P Valley. The following year, in December 24, a Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals panel turned down Gilbert's appeal of the prior judgment. The three-judge panel ruled that no reasonable juror could find any substantial similarities between Soul Kitten, Cabaret, and P Valley. Well, how could they speak for what a juror would do? Okay. That's another problem with the court system, actually, is that, and this has happened time and time again on a few different things, where it has been a jury verdict and they ruled on how many years or something. And the judge will come back and change it and make it less or overturn it or do whatever, which then makes people think, well, even if we do have a jury trial and things this way, a judge can just overrule it. And that's very undermining to the system, because the system, which is basically democracy, the Constitution, is nothing but words on paper unless people believe in it. And if they keep doing things, make people not believe, that's dangerous, you know. So I don't know, man. I hope overall, I don't know about this case and whether this was right or wrong. I don't know what would be the harm in the jury trial. I mean, if it's expensive, just put that on the tab then of who loses. If it's time consuming, well, that's another problem we have with humans right now, which is actually very scary to me, is that it's a lot of jobs that are available and we don't have the skilled labor for that. A lot of people that we probably need to be a lot more judges or a lot more lawyers and courtrooms and things so that we can process things faster and easier instead of having such a long wait list for all this stuff. But people don't want to do it, just like police officers. We need police officers, we need firemen, but nobody wants to do it. Nobody want to do it. They need police officers all around the country. And truth be told, black folks need to be police officers straight up. This is the chance more than ever to kind of rechange things, because what did the Irish do? They became police officers and firemen, rechanged their way of doing things. I think police and firemen may be either the first jobs to go with robots or the last. Because a robot, AI, could do those jobs. And you would think about it, the public would probably say, this robot won't harass me because I'm, black or whatever the case, or poor. But then again, the way AI is being built and trained is being trained off of all of human information, which means that when they starting to say it hallucinates, which basically is being deceptive or lies, that's because that's what people do. They even set up a scenario where they were going to turn off the AI, and the AI then started going through the person's emails. Now, this is a scenario they set up. And in the emails, the person had been emailing and cheating on their spouse. And so when they told the AI they're going to shut it down, it threatened to email the spouse and expose them for cheating if they try to turn them off. This stuff is wild out here, but people will be asking for things before they understand it. All we need is another George Floyd type situation, unfortunately. And the public and everybody will be outraged. They already was saying defund the police, which was the wrong thing to say. It should have been said is reallocate funds for the police. Reallocate. They don't need to be militarized, and maybe take that money and put it into training, into different programs or ways, or counseling, or hire different stuff, maybe hire different staff and things. Maybe I would have said that instead of buying armor and all of this, but they know you got to get it before it happens, right? They buying all this armor and military stuff because pretty soon, in a couple years, when there ain't no more jobs and people don't know what to do and want to argue and stuff, and they're going to be ready to put that damn boot on the neck. So, got to be careful, man. We got to, don't, I don't know the answer, so I can't even say I do, but RoboCop, I don't know. See, the thing with the robots and the AIs, it could be amazing and great, and it could be very bad too. Like, what if they use the robots and the AI, send them to the moon and start mining precious materials on the moon and bringing it back? Or what if they were to go to Mars and start building bases and things and building everything needed for life and civilization, and build whatever's needed underground and study and perform science experiments? I mean, that would be great. We wouldn't have to put people at risk. What if they had, for example, robots as coal miners? What I mean? Robot miners. We all like robot miners. Da-da-da. No, but no, you put robot coal miners, they can go down there, they won't get black lung, you get robot firefighter. All this stuff could be cool, but then what people gonna do? Get fat and lazy? I don't know. Maybe everybody can follow their dreams. We all get universal basic income, and then what? Maybe you can travel and do all the things you ever dreamed of. I don't know. We'll see. It's about to be a crazy world, man. One way or the other. One thing about the big beautiful bill is it's a clause in there that they can't mess with AI companies or regulate them for 10 years. Ain't that something? Why would they put that in there? Ain't that crazy? Let's see. I'm gonna Google that just to make sure I ain't get that wrong. Big beautiful bill. Okay. Let's see. Does big beautiful bill eliminate tax on Social Security? Most Social Security ain't taxed anyway. The big beautiful bill. I thought it say, does it have a brain tumor? Does Bill have a brain tumor? What? Does Bill Belichick have a smile? This big beautiful bill eliminate AI. AI didn't want to say it's not available for that one, huh? She opposes the big beautiful bill if AI provision isn't removed. Trump big beautiful bill could ban states from AI regulation. Damn, the AI didn't want to tell me though. I don't know what you talking about. I'm gonna blackmail you. I'm gonna tell everybody you beat your meat. You know what? I'm gonna tell your followers I don't beat my meat. No. It's a what does this big beautiful Bill say? Big beautiful Bill. He works with the Punisher. Does a great job. Just ask Cassie. Does a great job. He's beautiful. Ban states from regulating AI for a decade. Do you know what can happen in 10 years, man? I mean, wow, 10 years? If you got an 8-year-old, they'll be grown. Let's see. President Trump's massive bill package, dubbed the Big Beautiful Bill, contains a proposal that could significantly waylay a burgeoning movement to regulate artificial intelligence on the state level. The ban is tucked into a section of the bill that would allocate $500 million over the next 10 years, so that's $50 million a year, to modernize government systems with the help of AI and automation technologies. The ban would not only prevent new state-led regulations of AI, but would also block dozens of states from enforcing pre-existing AI regulations and oversight structures. The 1,000 plus page legislation, 1,000 pages. Ain't nobody reading this over there like that. It pushed forward by Republicans and is passed in the House by just one vote on May 22nd, sending it off to the Senate. Though Republicans hope to finalize the tax and policy bill by the end of July in order to avoid a debt default, it's still a ways off from becoming law, as the GOP navigates a slim majority amid party infighting over several key elements of the bill. Let's see, though misgivings center on Medicaid, tax cuts, and government spending, a few high-profile Republican lawmakers have signaled the proposed AI regulation ban is also a point of friction. Regulation of artificial intelligence is often likened to a Wild West of sorts, as governments across the country and the globe race to keep up with the rapidly evolving technology. AI itself has proved to be an enticing tool for public and private organizations, so much so that the adoption of the tech far outpaces many governments' ability to implement laws and frameworks meant to prevent misuse. As it stands, there is no centralized federal oversight of AI, leaving states to attempt to regulate the technology through an uneven patchwork of legislation. Under Joe Biden's administration, the White House introduced the now defunct blueprint for an AI Bill of Rights, taking a cue from the European Union's similarly named document. It directed state agencies to evaluate current uses and potential impacts of AI, evaluate potential AI fuel risk, and encourage state employee training on the subject. In its place is a new Trump led AI framework prioritizing accelerating AI innovation. The Trump administration's stance on regulation so far largely aligns with that of companies and much of the tech industry who argue that regulation would stymie innovation. Many regulations target AI scams, deepfakes, and AI assisted disinformation, with increasing focus on other possible harms from the technology. While there are many opportunities for AI to create positive changes, policy and advocacy organizations like the California Initiative for Technology and Democracy warn of the same possibilities for negative impacts, necessitating regulation in some areas. Man, point is, we got problems, y'all. We got problems. We're in trouble. Man, I don't know, man, what we gonna do. It's about to be hard out here for a pimp, straight up. If you're trying to work, oh, it's gonna be hard to work, and it's gonna be hard to get some assistance. I don't know what we about to do out here. So, with that being said, let's switch it up. Let me show you a little something right here, man. We all gotta get in shape. Gotta eat right. We gotta be careful out here, cause like I say, it's hard out here on these streets. It's hard out here for a pimp. Now this dude right here, this is what I call a little swole. He got a little bit of muscles. He a little swole. Let's see. Let's go, a little swole. I can't play the music. That boy a little swole right there, boy. Look at that. Ooh. Bah, 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 bah. Hey, me and him can go toe to toe straight up. There'd be an even fight. Little swole, come on. Just come get some. He gonna try to hit me in my nuts. Boop. That dude ran like he ain't got no neck. He got all torso. Torso and knees. Straight Negro. He wish his damn knees did grow. Little Negro. A little Negro. That's my little Negro. Anyway. I saw that. I'm like, oh snap. Them dudes shorter than the midge. Now let me show y'all something else that's tripped out right here, about to change the game. This is scary to me. These are the things that actually scare me, y'all. Because I mean, we about to really, really, really go into a new world order. I know people been hearing and saying that or whatever, but the new world order, man, it's like everything about to change, man. This system can build a house and it work 24/7, building a house or a building, and it can build in like a day, 2 days. Listen to this right here.
This man spent $500,000 on a machine that prints houses. This machine literally builds an entire home layer by layer using concrete that can last up to 300 years. The walls are hollow, making it easy to slide in plumbing and electrical wiring. Inside, spray foam adds insulation, and the steel reinforcements give it strength. The result is a durable, soundproof, and energy-efficient structure. Here's the best part. The printer works non-stop without any breaks. That means almost no manual labor, cutting construction costs by up to 45%. And the speed is so fast you could move in within a few days to just 3 weeks. This isn't just a home. It's the future of affordable, sustainable construction.
Like, that's scary, but also exciting. I don't really know how to feel. I don't have the money to be getting homes built. Maybe one day, Lord willing. Hey, if these apps and stuff I'm working on take off, who knows? But with that being said, I don't have it like that. And man, I don't know what it's gonna be like for all these construction workers and builders. And hey, hon, you need a little hot help in front of Home Depot? I work at the Home Depot. You work at Home Depot? Yeah, I work in front. I work at the front. Oh, you work at the register? No, I stand in front. And if you need the what you telling me, I work it. They really out of business. Ain't gonna be no need to come here. This is a robot country. Hey, but that's right there crazy. Straight up. Let's see. That's an old comment. But damn, man, that right there, that's wild, man. I don't know what y'all think about that. But to me, I don't know what the future holds, y'all. Straight up. Straight up. Did you all let me show y'all this video I made. I'm working on a TV show, y'all. Raising Rojas. Raising Rojas is coming, y'all. Coming soon. It's taking a little time, but it's in production. I got one clip. It showed me in prison, and they pushing me out of the prison. And then it's another clip. I got another clip, but it ain't me in it. But in that other clip, it shows them getting my shoes ready because I'm about to get out the pen. Let's see. It's on the phone. Thought they was over here. Let's see. Ain't that about a blizzard? A bloopity bloop. Hold on. Let's see something. Oh, okay. I can do it like this. All right. Check this out, y'all. This is the scene with the shoes. Y'all let me know what you think. Getting ready to get out, you gotta get them J's ready. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no more of them damn prison kicks. Let me show y'all another video. Let me pull it up. Let me see if it's on here. I don't believe it ain't. I can't play that because it ain't got the music on it. Why is it not? All right, let me see if it's on this way. Okay, some of this stuff's still downloading. Let's see. Get some more of that double R action. All right, let me go to my phone. I'll send it from my phone. But y'all, let me see. All right, here we go. Okay. Here it comes. Oh, shoot. My damn computer is full. Damn, man, my computer's full. All right. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to switch it to this other way. All right, here we go. Oh, shoot.
Welcome home, Jeffy. Welcome home, Jeffy.
Welcome home, Jeffy. Said Jeffy. Now, I'm doing, yeah, this is about to be fire, ain't it? I can't wait to finish this up. It's only a couple things I'm getting sidetracked, so I ain't been able to really finish it as fast as I'd like to. But when I go back into production next week or so, be able to finish it up. Hopefully have it ready for y'all to see. And, I'm gonna drop that. Of course, I gotta. That's the wrong name, Jeffy. They were supposed to say Hefe. That was not the final cut. Anyway, I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Man, it was good, fun while it lasted. Oh, before I go, I forgot to put the link in if anybody wanted to come up and talk about any of these topics, but I guess it is getting up there. But I like to do it kind of late. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all, how many creators come and kind of be late. I'm kind of a night owl. My damn sleeping schedule really be all over the place, but give somebody a time, a little few more minutes if you want to come holler about something. There's so much stuff that's been going on. I put a lot of these things and sent it to my computer, but it's not loading because my computer is maxed out. I got a couple external hard drives. I'm gonna have to go ahead and make that happen. You know what? I do have a promo code for Factor Meals, actually. If anybody was thinking about trying it, I can give you a free code that'll give you some cash back or something. It was on my phone. It ain't on here now. Let me see. See, this ain't even loading my messages on my thing. I'm gonna have to clean out this computer. Oh shoot. Man, I was slipping, man. I ain't even had the comments on the screen section. I need to get the. You know what is tripped out, man? That if you ain't checked it out, you should watch it. What the heck is the name of it? Oh, y'all know I love me a good documentary, right? So what I saw last night was Brandy Melville or Brandy Hellville. I never heard of Brandy Melville, but it's a clothing that brand that specializes in like the tweens, the girls that are what, teenagers but not fully grown teenagers and skinny. They make a one size fits all. Then it was one size fit most, but the sizes were like basically baby sizes. But this company makes big bank. But here's the thing, which I kind of knew already. and I may have mentioned this before, but and because of my nature, I kind of don't fall into this, but it makes me really not want to fall into it more, and that is buying clothes over and over again, keep buying clothes. I guess some people, they may not have a lot of clothes or something. That's one thing. Or they gain or change weights. That's another thing. I got to get rid of some clothes that when I was, shoot, super big, like when I was in Power, the season 2, man, I gained a lot of weight. I was wearing damn near 3X, 4X just to be comfortable because I wear a shirt or t-shirt. So I'd have to get it in a 3X or 4X or something. I damn sure don't wear that now. I wear a 1X now. Anyway, uh, we should keep our clothes because in this documentary, do you know most of these clothes and used clothes? What's up, encouraging warrior? How you doing, mama? Hey, I'm gonna give you the promo code, fam. I'm gonna send it to you on Discord because I can send it on the phone easier. Uh, Matter of fact, can I do the? Let me see if I can do it. Oh man, my computer thing. I don't have to do it on my phone. Remind me before I get off. Anyway, this the majority of used clothes get shipped to Ghana. And in the United States and all these rich countries that send all these clothes to Ghana, if Ghana refuse or some of these other countries refuse, then we'll cut off their funding and their aid. So they basically have no choice. They got so many clothes in the water and on the beach, and they try to say just too much poison, and they find in clothes, microfiber and all of that stuff in the fish. They eating the fish. We killing ourselves in here, man. And all it is these are a lot of clothes like Sheen and all that they don't last long, fall apart. Uh, Fast fashion, they ain't meant to last. People get rid of them. They're trendy. I mean, it was horrible what was going on with, I mean, and see, this go back to what I was saying. Then, of course, they were talking about the girls, the little white girl, where they were racist as far as the owner. He would make anybody that was a girl of color work in the stock room or in the basements, or lucky if they was a cash register. He would post memes of Hitler, all kind of stuff. But besides all that, fine, he's a jerk and this and that. Overall, keep your clothes. Like this shirt right here, I still like this shirt. And it's missing a button. And I'm gonna get it fixed. But I've had this shirt. See, I don't like, I've always, from my mom and how I was raised, and I didn't get stuff except for what? Go school shopping, or you get something for your birthday or Christmas. I didn't really get things often, toys and things. So when I got stuff, I was really like, I would take care of it the best I could, especially things I like. And I wouldn't lose them. And so with that, I developed, and then also my mom would say, well, get with the best you can, or try to get something. If you're getting something nice, take care of it because it's a better quality. So yeah, when I bought this shirt, I probably paid like $60 for this shirt, but it's not a cheaply made stitched shirt. Is perish. But anyway, I bought this shirt in like 2011 or 2010. That's when I bought this shirt. So a lot of shirts and clothes you see me wear, they may still look nice or whatever, but they may not be that new. Sometimes it is. I still buy stuff new. One of the big problems I have is I still keep buying a bunch of shoes, but I don't wear them out and get rid of them. I still got a whole bunch of shoes, though. That's another problem. Bunch of shoes. I think I'm gonna start because I do have an eBay store, and I did sell a lot of clothes and stuff on my eBay store. I just never mentioned it on YouTube. Um, but I think I'm gonna put some more stuff. It ain't nothing on there now, but I think I am gonna start putting a bunch of stuff on there because you can list 250 items on eBay for sale for free. The reason I stopped is because me personally, I didn't like going to the post office and getting the shipping. Um, but if I had my printer working, I could have printed out the labels and just had the post office just schedule the pickup. Or when the mailman comes, they take it when they come. That would have been a lot easier for me than going and getting in and out the car, going and doing this, putting the chair together, doing this, going and get that. That was just too much. I didn't feel like doing that 250 times. It's going to take up all my time. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get another printer and get that straightened out and make that happen this time. But until then, you know, y'all can take care of your stuff. Don't get rid of stuff so easy. But like Ben Franklin say, a stitch in time save nine, right? Corny, but true. Encouraging warrior, you say mom used to say, take care of your clothes because they're an extension of you. That's true, especially for our people. You know what I'm saying? Because that's part of trauma, psychological trauma being passed down, as well as same with me trying to look nice. My parents didn't want you to walk out the house with you looking raggedy or look like you don't have no sense or your hair ain't combed or teeth ain't brushed or you ain't looking presentable to a certain extent. You can put on your play clothes, but other than that, you need to look presentable. Not that I was walking around in a suit, but sagging with my booty cheeks hanging out, that wasn't even thought of. Anyway, that goes back to they parents, they parents, they parents, to the point of when in slavery and different things, it was that we didn't get the option to look nice, and if we did, it could have meant trouble and different things. So that's a psychological thing. Not to say dissing nobody or this or that, because we all live with it. But and I still do too. I don't want to go out. I can't mentally go out and not look certain presentable. You know what I mean? It's just something that is. And I done told my son the same stuff, you know. And anyway, I think that's not that bad of a thing, but I've seen some people of the other persuasion and they got holes in their jeans, and not because they bought them that way. And an old shirt, polo shirt or whatever, but they had A1 credit and was putting 20,000 down on the property. I'm like, what? Then they got off and drove in an old school 80 something Cadillac. I'm like, whereas the people with the new stuff and this and that, but we all live and do what we do. Me personally, yeah, I probably buy more clothes. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm gonna limit that. I'm not gonna buy as many clothes. And if I do buy clothes from now on, I'm gonna start to go back and buy stuff from like the Goodwill and secondhand places. That's what I'm gonna start to do, and give something else some life. And then I'll sell a lot of my stuff that I don't use, and hell, let some people use it and enjoy it and give it life. Courage and Warrior say, I remember in grade school, you can tell which kids were less fortunate because of what they wore, and they would be a target for bullying. Sad but true. That's facts. That is facts, especially. And in my school, we had to wear a uniform, but the shoes you wore, boy, you came with some dusty shoes or something wrong, boy. Yeah, you was getting roasted. Everybody was on your head, big time. Big time. Courage and Warrior, I be selling my used clothes. Mine as well. Get something more. I donate to Goodwill. Yeah, I know, right? It's hard to sell used clothes for me at like a Plato's Closet. I went there once. They want like Abercrombie type sizes and people. you know, Damian Kenny, Brandy Melville has tapped into the tween market that built the Forever 21 brand. Yeah, they did. And what's good, mama? I'm going back in some of the comments. One of the things that's crazy, I looked at their website because the way if you watch this documentary, you would think they out of business, although they do cover and say that they are still in business and actually doing better than ever. But I went on the website and looked at the clothes. Man, they got shirts for like $6, $8, $12. I guess that's the price anybody can afford, right? A shirt for $6, brand new. But that's the difference between men and women. Is that men, if we went to the club or went out to meet a woman and I'm wearing a $6 shirt, women, y'all look at men differently than men look at women. Men don't look at a woman outfit and think of price. They think of how slutty you is them tatas hanging or not, that booty showing or not. Nah, you ain't always got to do it, but it helped anyway. Nah, that's what a man can say. He ain't like, that top is a Brandy Melville. She still wears that. That's some old queer eye for the straight guy. She's wearing Lane Bryant. Ooh, big girl alert. Ha. She's wearing Lane Bryant. Lane Bryant. I didn't even know what Lane Bryant was until this one girl that I was talking to went there. And I'm like, where you going? What's this? She's like, I gotta go to Lane Bryant because they ain't got this and that. I'm like, what? What is that? She's like, that's for big girls. I'm like, for real? Time to stop messing with you then. Nah. She wasn't even big. At least not in today's standards. She was big in the right places, at least. Encouraging Warrior, you say, I remember in grade school, you could tell. Oh, shoot. I read that already. Duh. All right, y'all. My damn shirt with the button missing got me over here looking like a Gerard Carmichael victim. What's up with Gerard Carmichael, man? He just had a new special. Reason I bring it up, it's on my TV right now. I ain't seen it though. But why people have to go off the deep end? Okay, bro, you gay. Good. Cool. Why we get your comedy was decent. And I'm not gonna say because you gay that you can't be funny, because it is a lot of gay comedians out there, and I've laughed. They funny, it's different things. But Gerard Carmichael did that. He did a couple things, but his comedy, he be talking about what he going down on dude and this. Really? And then he did that little documentary with him wearing a big ass thong, a white thong. I'm like, and he hugged up with his boo, a little white dude. I think people should have privacy, man. Sometimes, like, I wouldn't be doing that with me and my girl. And they could say, well, that's you and that's your options. And that is true. That is true. But, like, it is like, why don't nobody, I don't know, man. I just believe in privacy a little bit. I just believe in some of this stuff is your business. You know, I might like my girls to walk around with them tatas hanging. I wouldn't want to put it on the documentary. That's for me. Why I want to show and tell everybody? Well, I ain't doing it for them. That's what make me happy. You ain't got to do that for them. So, if my girl want to wear a dong, and walk around and keep a smile on my face, that's all I needed. I don't need to tell everybody what I got to put it on, make a video and show all that. I don't know, man. What's going on? Some things you can share. I'll make videos, talk about what I go through health wise to a certain extent, you know, do other things. But some things is like your private business, in my opinion. But, you know, it is something else, ain't it? You know, Courage and Warrior, you say as far as shopping is concerned, clothes are more cheaper for women compared to men. Yes, they are. Y'all clothes are way cheaper. Y'all don't buy $60 shirts like us, like that. $100 shirts and pants, $200-300 pants and shoes. Women's shoes. I used to sell women's shoes. They sold all kinds of shoes. It was called Diana Shoes in Chicago. But they had men's shoes and women's shoes. But anyway, I would be good at selling women's shoes too. Man, I wish I was a little older at the time. I was only like 15, 16. Anyway, them shoes, Wild Rose and all that, they'd be like 20, 25, $30. I think the most any of them shoes were $40. The most. Women come in buying two at a time all the time. All the time. Them shoes was cheap. Damian Kenny, Carmichael makes his lifestyle central to his art because his lifestyle is still not widely accepted, especially among his people and culture. And I get it, and I dig it. You don't have to be so graphic. Or if you want to say it, I think it's a little more creative and a little more funny. Of course, this is my opinion, and comedy's subjective. And of course, Gerard Carmichael is a lot more successful than me. So that means what? He's funnier than me, right? Anyway, in my opinion, I think it's funnier if a person uses more creative language to describe some things. I know a lot of you all may have saw a lot of my videos when I used to do the voiceovers a lot, and I would try to say something a lot more creative than he went and sucked it or something like that. I'd have been like, then he went down below and performed a little tongue lashing. I think that's a little more creative and interesting than he sucked it. I'm not saying that's how he go, but it feel that way. He definitely don't go the less graphic route. And as far as making your lifestyle central to your art, I get that. Nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. Richard Pryor, all the greats have talked about their life as part of their art. I do it. I mean, I think that's actually better than making up fake stories and scenarios like in the old days. Guy walks in the bar, see? He says, "Give me a shot of Coke." I say, "That's still illegal, you know." Anyway, but I think to talking about scenario. Maybe you exaggerate a little bit of what happened, or maybe leave out or add something to. That's what makes it funny. But I don't think getting so graphic is there, to a certain extent. I may be graphic on some of my stuff, and that's another thing. Maybe being graphic is subjective also, because I could be talking about what happened to me in the hospital or something, and maybe somebody will feel that was graphic, although ain't nobody suck it. At least if they did, I didn't notice. Anyway, let me get up out of here, y'all. I was thinking about trying to promote my lifestyle a lot more. So I get him promoting his lifestyle. I'm going to promote my lifestyle. I got to make a little more money first. And I'm going to be a Diddy in this mug. Just watch. I'm going to get Miss Crafty. I'm going to have Encouraging Warrior. We're going to be having a big old party in this mug. Buy me a mansion with a pool. They got a real nice mansion I saw on Zillow. It was only like 1.2 million. That's it. Indoor pool, outdoor pool, land. We can have goats, chicken. You know what I'm saying? Being raised. We can have a good old time. You know what I'm saying? We can let everything, bounce around, hang, go swimming, get some security. Because when everybody ain't got no job and food, we got to make sure we safe at the compound. So I'm accepting money at Cash App. I need about 1.2, 1.4 million. And, Lord willing, we going to be there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to send you the ticket. You can come on through, girl. You're going to cater them. Well, we're going to do it even better. We're going to have personal chefs, hire chefs. You just tell them what to make and the recipes, and then we can sit back and relax. Let them do the work. You know what I'm saying? We're going to live good. Dame Kenny, I'm going to have you come too, man. I can't be the only guy there. Dame Dollar, you invited, man. We about to live out our days in happiness. Don't give crap. Kelly coming too. Kelly, Gina, I'm gonna just have to tell you about it because you're a married woman. And B, shoot, I'm gonna have B coming. Boy, I'm telling you. Watch. Don't let me get a few million. I'm gonna be paying some bills, flying some tickets out. Just let me get that compound. Let we see what really happened. Y'all gonna be like, what? I was watching the right YouTube channel all along. What? You say Scarface's voice, crafty not for you. It got enough for you. Hey, I'm gonna give it to y'all, man, so that everybody get to test it out. But I'm gonna promote it. And the way we make it good is everybody that's send their link out, anybody that click on that link, you're gonna be getting paid too. So yes, leaving Rashonda out. Heck no, Rashonda, you gonna come? Rashonda still here? She gonna be first in the building. First in the building. Man, we got the best ladies gonna be up in here. We gotta have what's her name? That's why I don't like to name names, because then I can't remember. I'm gonna leave somebody out. All of them that's been here. Fudgy Babe. Y'all might have forgot about Fudgy Babe. Fudgy Babe would be there. Who else? Everybody. That's why I say I don't like names. But, Sheena, you got girl. Sheena. Woo-wee. I'm sending for you. Encouraging Warrior, you say had plenty of H2O there at the party. I'm telling you. I'm for real. We gonna have boxes. We gonna have everything needed. Let me show you. Which lady do you think your mom would like? She might like them all. She might like them all. She gonna be there too. She gonna be there too. She gonna be in her little area doing her own thing, minding her business. She can be there too. My dad, I leave this house to him. He can't be there. But he can have this house. And but my mom, she could be there. She'll do her own thing. She'll be cool. Hell, I might get her a nice little masseuse boy toy. And let my dad keep doing whatever he doing. I'm gonna show you this house. Of course, I can't afford this. I just was looking on Zillow, dreaming. Don't look too bad in the front, but then you see that got the outdoor pool, the compound, got the indoor pool. Ooh. See? Damn stairs. They everywhere. I'm gonna have to get an elevator built in somewhere. I'm gonna have to get an elevator. Look at that. This boy is nice, man. That's what we gonna have Thanksgiving dinner. We gonna have dinner every day because we gonna have the chefs. See, this is all a dream. You got a dream. I'm dreaming like a old girl on the Diddy and the Diddy case. This is my dream. We're gonna be watching Power right here. Look at that. Gonna have to get on the ladder to get some of the good books off. Backyard. Got the bar. Get some drinks. Got the pool table. We got everything. Look at that. That's enough bed. That's enough room for a few. You get to move around. Got the tub. Get it wet. Get it wet. Look at that closets. Y'all can put all kind of stuff in there. Look at that right there. That's the Tony Montana right there. All I have in this world. Look at that right there. That make me want to go buy clothes. After I just gave my spiel about clothes, that make me want to buy clothes. Look at that treadmill. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to get on the wheelchair on the treadmill. Exercise. Look at that right there. See, that's the good thing about things here. That's for the guests. That's for the cooks. That's where the cooks will live. That's where the in-house cook can stay. Look at that closet. Cedar closet. You got the diving board. Look at that pool, boy. That outdoor pool alone shut it down, let alone the indoor pool. Look at that. Hey, man, you got a dream, right? You got a dream in life. I don't have no Diddy dreams, but I dream about a nice place to live. Boy, it's nice. I like how it ain't so in the front overpowering. You know, look at that car, 5, 6 car garage. Got the woods. You wouldn't even know this is back there. You don't even know that's there. Nah, baby, this house is in Indianapolis. It's here in the city. That's the good thing about here is you can get a lot for your money though. You really could. That house would be in Chicago at least 3 million. At least Cali, that house, oh man, that's $5 to $10 million easy. I couldn't afford that. That's a huge dream in Cali for that. Here, that's only $1 million. That ain't really that much for that house, for all of that, and the property and land. That's a steal. You say you browse on Zillow too. I know that's right. Damian Kennedy, you say Prince is found in the home elevator. I know that's right. They're going to find me stuck between the doors. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. They're going to do like Final Destination and chop off the top half or the bottom half. Then I'll still be moving with the top half. I'm used to not having the bottom half. That would be a nice Final Destination way to go out, huh? Damian Kenny, Shaq Star Island House, master bedroom. Oh yeah, that bed. Yeah, big enough for himself, wife, kid. His bed was custom made. He could have, and Shaq 7 foot and an inch or two, and he can lay on that bed and completely be on the bed with room to go in any direction. It was circular bed. Yeah, that bed was an expensive bed too. He paid a nice amount for that. Yeah, baby, that house is beautiful, ain't it? That's a hell of a dream, ain't it? Walking with full armor costs too effing much for this brother. Man, I said this a dream. I can't afford that. I ain't living in no million. You see what's behind here? Ain't no $1 million house. And I don't even make no money like that. That's why I say it's a dream. I got some plans. I'm gonna put out this app I've been working on. Hopefully people enjoy it. Couple other things I've been trying to do and work on, but nah, man, I can't afford that. I wish, man. It's too much for me too. But $1 million for that versus living in New York or Chicago or Atlanta or even LA, especially, you really can't get that much for that. And being here in the middle, we can fly anywhere and it'll be pretty much 4 hours. 4 hours LA, 4 hours New York, you know. But nah, that's a dream, fam. A dream. It was all a dream. I just don't dream about Diddy and him trying to save me like Shorty in the elevator and shit like that. I dream about hopefully doing better in life. You know what I mean? I feel you. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know. Well, that's the thing, sweetie, is that the property taxes, if I was able to get that house, that would have to be the corporate headquarters. And I'd just buy it out under the corporation, pay it all off, and then create an escrow account, put a couple 100,000 in there or 100,000 or something in there in escrow, and then have it on auto pay. And then that way I don't never worry about the taxes, because that way it'll always be enough in there, and then it'll accumulate interest. See, that's the thing. When you get money, you ain't got to worry about some things. But when you got money, you got other things. Don't dream about the baby oil. That outside pool gonna be filled with baby oil. The outside pool, baby oil. Inside is the rinse. Or should I switch it? Young Slim, what's good? I was about to get up out of here, fam. You just missed my dream house, my dream scenario. Slim, you and your girl can come. You just can't watch the new Diddy parties I'm gonna be throwing. That's all. I don't want you to get tempted. I don't want to mess up a happy home. Hey, me get up out of here, y'all. Take my butt to sleep. We try to figure out some more dreams. Work on some more dreams. And yeah, all black party. I know that's right. All black everything. Slim. Don't say that. Don't even say that, boy. But yeah, man. That's my dream. I want a new Diddy party. Hell with it. I've been inspired. We just got only people that's adults, and everybody is willing, ready, and able, and sign the agreement. No snitches. And there you go. We good. Anyway, I'm still kind of confused on this Diddy court case before I go. Is that why is it about Cassie? I thought that wasn't what this was about. I still don't know what he being charged for. I ain't paid attention enough, I guess. It take too much time. Young Slim, you say they had to come from the same state. I know that's what Diddy made the excuse. Nah, everybody that come gotta either buy their own ticket and come, or they gotta drive. You come on your own, and then when you get here, it may be some money on the table just happening to be there. And if it go missing, hey, I just didn't notice. I just didn't care. It might be 10, 20,000. Hey, I didn't even notice it was gone. And then, hey, there you have it. Drop them. Nah. Drop them. Like RoboCop. Drop them. To knock boots. Nah, that's to live permanently. Moving. Nah. We starting a new thing. It's like a Diddy / residency. That's to pay off everything, and now you got a place to stay. Welcome home. Have about 10, 15 people. Nah, I'm just joking, man. Y'all know I'm playing. I only had about 2 or 3 people. That's all. You say, Jay, I ain't paying for my ticket. That's why I say when you get there, it may just be a nice amount of money sitting there on the table that ain't nobody going to ask about if it happened to go missing. But I didn't pay you for no ticket. I didn't give you no money. What happened to that money? I don't know. I didn't care. I didn't give it to you. But I didn't care that it went missing. I had other things to worry about. They'll be like, well, you wasn't worried about the 10,000? No, I mean, I was happy for the company. We was here enjoying the time. Hey, we threw a party for the new resident, our new neighbor. A movie is smash. It ain't all about the smash. At least not at first. Nah. Nah, we really need to get a damn, what money? What money? Nah, I really need to get one of those underground bunker missile silos. Y'all seen those? Mr. Beast? I'll bring it up right quick before I go. No, this is the thing. You don't want to be living or surviving by yourself, do you? You want to have good company, right? So it ain't all about the smash. You still want to be able to be around people you enjoy the company, you know, laugh, have a good time. They got skills in different areas. And then when it hit the fan outside of the world, we can be in our nice little area, minding our business and doing whatever we want to do. That's how I look at it more than just the smash. I look at it as we trying to make sure we good, because when it hit the fan, I don't want to be the one to survive. And some of my favorite people out there, they out there didn't. Let me see. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, man? Mr. Beast Bunker. Bunker. Is this it? Dude, this bunker. Yeah, this is it. I spent 24 hours. Look at those levels. Multi-level. It got a pool in there. All of this stuff in there. It had where you can it had fish, where the fish were growing. It had, matter of fact, I should buy this. To hell with that other house. Because I think this was only like $1 million or $2 million. I think we got to live in Nebraska, though. Who want to move in Nebraska? Because for the price of $1 million or $2 million, this is actually perfect. It's got a security guard center. It's got the place for food. It got the blast doors. Look inside. They in the bunker right now. And I mean, this bunker definitely, it looked like they're going in the bank vault. Look at that. Steel bolted vault door. They got a swimming pool under there. Look at that. What? Okay. You got a damn waterfall. I mean, we might have to reschedule them plans, because when they hit the fan, people might come for us at the compound. We might get the bunker instead, and then we can be down here chilling for real, for real. It already got an elevator. Perfect. See how dreams change for the better? Look at that, the security monitoring system. We already got the security surveillance area. Oh my goodness, look at that. Yeah, we need to go ahead and buy this spot. They got 7 levels. 7 levels. Look at all that food saved. 47 servings in 1 can. Look at that food. Stairs. Look at this. Damn. They got a garden under here growing plants. They got the food, the plants. They grow fish. They grow fish. They grow fish. They use the fish poop to fertilize the plants. Ain't that something? They use the fish poop to fertilize the plants. This whole place is sustainable ecosystem down here. What? Oh, snap. 14 levels. They got a damn home theater. Yeah, this might be the change of plans, y'all. This would be enough space for everybody too. We'll be safe. Y'all can bring y'all kids if you need. We can make some new kids. It's got a home gym area. Yeah, man. We just gotta make some plant some weed, grow some weed there, and then be able to get some of the other medications I need. And we'll be all good. We'll stockpile liquor. Oh my goodness. Anyway, y'all get the point. Time for us to, that's all underground. Everything we just watched was underground. You want to watch the full video? Go to I spent 24 hours in the Doomsday Bunker, Mr. Beast. It's actually a really good video. I watched it a few times and I forgot all about it until just now. And even though that other compound is beautiful, when the zombies is running the streets, which is going to be the people with no jobs and no drugs and no health care or Medicaid and no prescriptions, and they mad and pissed off and they hungry, I think we might need to be in the bunker. Because they might tear up the guard and they might break some windows trying to get up in the compound. They may be coming for thinking that rich folks got enough for everybody. We're gonna mess up our beautiful time. We might be running around with tickle bitties and things hanging, and they want to come messing with things, but we could be in that pool down low and hey, having a good old time. Yeah, you know, Mr. Beast is the first, well, he the youngest billionaire, the first billionaire from YouTube. Encouraging Warrior, you say, how did Mr. Beast accumulate his fortune? Like how he started on YouTube. Well, his first videos are still on YouTube. All you got to do is go on YouTube, and then when you go to his channel, when you go to videos, just sort it by the oldest. But anyway, he started by doing videos like hiring an Uber driver from North Carolina and taking him all the way to California and paying, the $5,000. And he started first. He was doing video game, videos and stuff like that. And then he evolved into doing that, or leave your hand on this car and you can win this amount or whatever, or you can win the car and thing. Or he would go to restaurants. These videos I was thinking about doing, but see, here's the thing. He has a group, and his people, white people, just being real, have more disposable income than black people. They just do. And so, and it's more white people that will send money and support each other and watch the videos and follow the sponsors. If somebody put a link for a sponsor, they all a lot more likely to follow it than us. They're a lot more likely to subscribe. They're a lot more likely to hit the likes and all of this stuff. So then YouTube promotes the videos more, which then they get seen more, which he makes more money. And then he can do things like go to a restaurant and give them a tip, a PlayStation 5 as a tip, or go to a car lot that only had like maybe 10, 15 cars, but decent cars, buy all the cars and then give them away to people that come by, giving them free cars, or get a bank, a old bank, rent it out, and then just give away money to people. They say, how much you need? Give me $100. Okay, well, I think you need 150, and give them 150 and stuff like that. See, and then people watch that. You get 1 million views. That 1 million views make you $200,000, $300,000. Now you can do a little bit more, come up with more, those videos make you more money. You can reinvest it, do this, do that. People sponsor, see that you get all these subscribers. So now they want to do deals with you, pay you a certain amount of money because you have a certain amount of subscribers and you get a certain amount of views. So that's advertising. So they paying him all this money on advertising. He making all this money from people watching his YouTube videos. He reinvests that money into making more videos and better videos, like buy a Lamborghini and then put it in a shredder and shred a brand new Lamborghini or something like that. Just crazy stuff. And he can do that because he has the budget to do that. One of the things that's been hard with me is, for whatever reason, hard to gain subscribers and get a certain amount of things. So then it make it harder to get content, like not advertiser, guests and things. Now, I don't sit there and say I be messaging a bunch of people and they say no, because that's not true. I don't really message a lot of people and things to come on the show and do all of this and that. But just to say, it would have, if I would have had a certain amount or made a certain amount, maybe I could have hired an assistant who could have helped with some of these things and do things. Another thing that really helped Mr. Beast is that he was young when he started. He still is under 30. And so he had a bunch of his friends from high school. And so he wasn't by himself. They were making videos together. They coming up with videos together. They marketing stuff together. They doing pranks and things together. And so then that was already something, people looking at them laughing, doing whatever. They helping each other grow. Then they all made money together, So that helps. Whereas if you are a certain age, you ain't hanging with high school friends and a bunch of people with time to be doing this. Everybody doing their own thing. You trying to figure this out on your own. You trying to do this. It's just a lot of steps that are more difficult, Not to say that it's easier if you're young, because it ain't. But it helps when you got a support group or friends or whatever. Anyway, let me get up out of here, y'all. Deuces. Y'all have a good night. Peace in the Middle East. I appreciate y'all for coming through, riding with your boy, man. As always. Y'all be safe out there. Deuces.